The floods along Orchard Road in 2010 and last year were among the worst to hit Singapore's famous shopping belt. The Stamford Canal catchment, which starts from Tanglin and ends at around Marine Reservoir, was largely blamed for the flooding. To alleviate this, a diversion canal will be constructed from Grange Road to the Singapore River, and a detention tank will be built at Tiersal Avenue. These measures were announced by National Water Agency (PUB) following a 9-month study on how to strengthen flood protection for the Stamford Canal catchment area. The new 2-kilometre-long Stamford Diversion Canal will be the third diversion canal in Singapore. It will run beneath the road from Grange Road, along Hoot Kiam Road, River Valley, off Kim Seng Road to the Singapore River. The detention tank will be built beneath a proposed nursery and coach park at Tiersal Avenue to store excess stormwater from drains in Holland Road. It has a capacity of 15 Olympic-sized swimming pools, roughly 2.5 times the size of the only other detention tank in Singapore at Opera Estate, a flood-prone area in the East Coast. The other two diversion canals are along Bukit Timah Road, one of the most heavily flooded areas in Singapore. Now behind me is the Bukit Timah second diversion canal, which is 34 meters wide, approximately 3 times wider than the proposed Stamford Diversion Canal. Now the new Stamford Diversion Canal will divert approximately 38% of stormwater from the Stamford catchment area to the Singapore River. The second Bukit Timah Diversion Canal, built in the 80s, is 4.4 kilometers long. It has greatly reduced the flooding that was common along Bukit Timah Road.
We weigh the benefits very carefully of improved drainage infrastructure against land use as well as the overall cost. Most importantly, we want to put in cost-effective solutions that will actually enhance flood resilience. Now, I have to highlight that despite our extensive efforts and best measures, it is not possible to cater to the most extremes of storms. So, I would say that stakeholders, especially building owners, will also have a part to play in protecting the property against floods. And at the same time, PUB, of course, will do its utmost to keep the public informed through the multiple channels which we already have at this juncture, so that they can be better prepared for flood situations.
Detailed design and tenders for the diversion canal and detention tank will be carried out in the middle of this year. Work on the detention tank will be completed by 2015, while the diversion canal will be ready in 2017. All this will be done with minimal disruptions to traffic.
We will work very closely with LTA, right, to make sure that we maintain the same number of lanes. Right. So throughout the construction period, we will have to do some temporary road diversion, but we will make sure that the number of lanes are maintained. Yeah.
So the principle is that we want to minimize all traffic disruption. So we'll be working closely with LTA and, of course, with all the stakeholders. There will be occasions in which part of the road may be diverted, but diversion will ensure that the number of lanes that we are seeing the road today will be maintained.
Over the next 5 years, PUB will also be increasing the capacity of major canals, rivers and roadside drains, as well as rehabilitating old drains to deal with increasing rainfall intensities.